absolutely crazy, but it can fumble. Everything can fold at a heartbeat. We're known for that, but we're gonna see. We're gonna have an exciting game here, Blondie. I do think so.
I do like to point out, it is totally not what I called out at all. Joust is actually on the tank, Pitbull on the ADC, and an active Asian on the Thoth.
That's what you like to see.
They do be shaking it up a little bit.
And Activation is very good at the calculations required for hitting the Thoth ult, and he just doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss.
That's correct. I made that statement here today. You're going to see it in this game. He 100% accuracy.
All right. So if he misses, we're clipping it. Send it to him and say, Taylor, Taylor said you'd never miss.
He literally won't. He won't miss. It's that simple, young man.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
All right. Let's go like that.
Emotional damage.
All right, game number 1. Your Almost Fortitude versus the Frozen Fighters. I am so curious to see how these double guards able to close gap on this Ullr Thoth, and how this traditional comp from the Frozen Fighters be able to pick this Hachi and look to kill these two tanks, especially when both of them are going ability based. Let's get after it. It's actually interesting. This Bacchus went Shell. What's your thoughts on that versus a horrific Heavenly?
Oh, dude, I get flamed for buying Shell. Don't do it, dude. You're going to get flamed out the wazoo.
They're actually able to pick this off right away. This is wave number 1. A possible second pick as well as they're body blocking this Bacchus who has Shell, and the Shell not enough to save him. 2 down. Almost Fortitude running it down.
See, Blondie, this might look like they actually have an advantage on Dale here, but let me tell you the truth. This is exactly where they want them. They want to raise their self-esteem just to kind of like ambush them here and break it completely. That's what's going to happen. It's some Giga Chad shit. Just stay tuned.
We're staying tuned. I expect that.
You should. This is literally, it's canon.
The cannon's crazy. That's a double and purple buff. That's 1,000k or 1,000 gold lead immediately for Ama. They're able to clear this wave and look for a back preparation for red. Instead, they said, screw it, we're just gonna go for yet another kill. Why back off the gas pedal? All alts are up for Ama's Fortitude, and only Ullr with the stance change currently. Do they take this fight? Red spawning momentarily. Ullr's wrapping for a potential 3 from range. Just a little early, almost a steal. Atlas, gotta be careful. Horn Shard popped by the Ullr. Do you believe Pitbull is going to carry this? That's the real question.
Bruh. Type shit.
You know, some would say you're a little biased for a caster.
No, I'm not kind of. What? Biased? Biased? No, listen. I'm a realistic person who was in 2024.
Oh, yeah?
I see with my eyes.
Yeah.
I listen with my ears.
Mm-hmm. It's actually interesting. This Hachi went Cowl Ozzy. Trying to get as much sustain out of his kit as possible versus what we've seen with either Xe or Dom first item. Concerned with a ton of the poke coming from this Ullr Thoth. And a big old pause. We pause for suspense here. I'm actually a little concerned. Smite pause. Oh man, you hit me with it. You hit me with it. I'm a little interested to see how Frozen Fighters find a way back in. Honestly, it has to be with a pick on this Hachiman or a possible mispositioning from either one of these Guardians. But if this Hachi's on his game, it's going to be really hard to contact him or give him them set up for this Thoth unless he's freehanding that ult. We have seen Inactive do it. And unpause. So Taylor, just a reminder, you said you were putting your whole house on this, right?
Oh, brother, I think that was last game, but I'd put my whole house on this one too, young man. It's not much. I don't have a window, so you're not getting much. Don't get excited. But I do think, you know, the traditional will come back in the end here, Bloody. I do. Yes.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah. Are you trying to make a bet on it?
I'm not trying to make a bet on it, but Chester, possible.
Taylor Cofield wrong again. Jesse, young man, watch this game.
There's the Thoth ult. Do they have the damage? They're able to chunk this Kuzenbo. But can they find a finishing pick? Thoth dashing in, looking for the Kuzenbo. Uller could go extremely large here. Misses the one. No. Hits the auto. Can he hit the 3? Hits the range 3, but not enough damage. Pitbull and Thoth trying to do it all. He was almost out. That is red and purple both still up. Hachi's pathing back in. That is a fairly large spike for this Uller, getting that pick on this Hachi. Uller and Bacchus able to secure the red buff, but do they lose one in the process? That's a beautiful banner from the Hachi. Ton of poke onto all 3 members. Should easily secure Chester and purple with it. Uller able to get the red buff. Take a quick peek at leveling orders. What do you think the win con is for Frozen Fighters? You're so confident in this late game for traditional.
Oh, man, confidence is an understatement. Let me tell you right now. They're going to get online here about late game probably. They just have to hold until the very end, and, you know, once Uller can one-shot the enemy, you know, they just win. Type shit. Maybe. I don't know here, Blondie. I'm kind of on the fence about this, watching the game go down, but they are versus Immortals on Atlas, so that's, you know.
It is the Immortals Atlas, and for anybody who doesn't know, that just somehow does an absurd amount more damage than any normal Atlas.
It's true. He just has a passive damage bonus.
He does, just because it's Immortals.
Did you see that accuracy though?
There was some big accuracy. I'd like to point out this Thoth went Sands of Time into a coin. Thoth ult off the mark, potential clip, only because Taylor said he never missed. And honestly,
he actually didn't. So, no, what happened there was he was predicting the future 7 times over, and in the multiverse he killed him 2 times already.
In the multiverse,
yeah, it just didn't line up this time. But what's going to happen is we're going to get online, and those are going to be detrimental late games. So
does
I truly would just
the damage come forward? Atlas, Immortals just doing more damage than everybody else. Pitbull going down. This multiverse keeps forgetting they're not in this universe.
Yeah, no, okay. Hang on. You know, I honestly, they respected too hard on the Atlas ban here. They should have got rid of that. I don't know what they're thinking. That is clearly too OP, bro. We got to get that out of his hands, type shit. He literally has a shirt with Atlas on it. We can't deal with this.
Thoth pulling red. They're able to get this Bacchus and push him under tower. Do they have the damage to really pick him, though? They body block him under. He doesn't have the jump. Goes down.
So personally, I would shut my computer off. I just don't think this is the continuation of the game. Lag. Lots of lag in this game. Smite's been really bad recently. There's been hurricanes in Florida or something. I don't know. Truly, honestly, stay tuned until the late game. This is going to get exciting here, Blondie. I'm expecting some massive game-changing plays soon to arise, John. Please, keep the eyes peeled.
These are your friends. Oh, no. It's going to be more than emotional damage at the end of this. A blue buff invade and now a potential purple for Amos Fortitude. Thoth doing his very best to poke down this Thoth, or poke down the Hachi, excuse me, to make this Hachi feel uncomfortable stepping forward. Fortunately, I'm concerned they're just continuing to build up this farm. This Uller is level 12. I love how it's a multi. We're in a different dimension with Thoth. I still can't.
Yeah, it's you guys are just being fooled here. They're honestly demonstrating how like you can come back from any kind of game even when you think it's unwinnable.
Okay.
And truly, that's what it means to be a young man.
So we're putting on a master class right now. Okay, yep. I'm following. Yeah.
Right. Even when everything looks grim type shit, there's a light in the tunnel. You know what I mean? Like keep your eyes peeled.
We're
from the trees.
We're working on mentals. This is good. Okay.
Yeah.
100%. I'm following.
Yeah.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself of that, but
no, I'm convinced, young man. I have so much faith in my boys here.
Level 12s across the board for Amos Fortitude. They haven't had the chance to back and get second relics. However, this Uller Thoth has beads agates for both. Red started and leashed by Amos Fortitude. You got to be really careful. It's going to be almost impossible, especially when a Thoth is able to ult it from range to secure this red. Uller gets caught here. Gonna be forced to beats. Go for an axe. Hachi ulting forward. Is the damage there? And unfortunately, Pitbull going down once more. I'm not gonna lie, not beadsing the Kuzenbo might have been a little troll. It is Immortals Atlas, and we do get Imagine Dragons suddenly. At the same time as we're talking about Immortals Atlas, I don't think that's a coincidence.
I don't think it's a coincidence either, young man. I think it's meant to be.
Kuzenbo with a nice little blink forces beads off this Thoth. Bacchus getting chunked down just a little bit on that pullback. Nice little lead built up for Amos Fortitude as they're looking for potential blue buff steal and able to get it. Thoth drops ult across this Kuzenbo, but it doesn't look like they will be able to secure this kill. Able to defend their own blue, but not a net win after. It's really smart, safe pathing from Amos Fortitude directly after securing purple and then their own blue. If Pitt can carry Blondie, that's crazy. It's true, but like, still crazy. So, red buff spawning in. It's going to be another little fight here as Kuzumo's getting on Johnson. This fight is a little split. Kuzenbo wrapping around behind. The Thoth doesn't have beads for 30. Hachi on red. Some nice little space creation by this double front line. Secures red for Amos Fortitude. Bacchus actually up-downing.
Yeah, I think the longer this game goes on, the longer it's going to get in their, or the more it's going to get in their favor. You know, truly.
By their
You have
favor.
Thoth and Euler. Oh, sorry, my boys. You know, the team that I'm rooting for, Blondie.
You say that as a bracer and bull is pulled for Amos Fortitude.
Don't tell
And
me that.
Frozen Fighter is completely unaware of this. We saw this earlier in a set. A little sneaky bull could shift this completely, as now this double guard should be able to dime this Thoth Uller without punishment. They're looking to step under T1. And Atlas goes for a blink, catches the Uller, forces beads. Thoth gets a nice little ult on this Hachi. Hachi dashing forward, going for an ult. Unable to connect it on this Uller. Uller's looking for potential wrap. It's being pinged out. This might be the end of what we know as Hachi. I don't think the Hachi ult actually hit the Uller. I think we canceled that a little too early. And what would appear to be a successful bold defense from Frozen Fighters and a little bit of a window opening up. I know Taylor wouldn't know that reference.
Yeah, I don't have Windows on my computer or my house. Please, can help? I have a PayPal. Go to GoFundMe soon. If anyone has a window activation key, though, actually, I'll suck some feet. I can't change the clock on my computer. I've been barred. I am in an arm lock. You're laughing, John, but I'm not, though. Yeah, I was moving all around the states, too. My computer was just wrong. It's telling me it's 6 o'clock, but it's 8 in fucking Texas, and then it's just wrong. Nah, dude, I don't even know.
He did say that, Bookie, yes.
I am fucking suffering.
Red buff actually secured by Frozen Fighters. Hachi positioning for this purple. So neutral buff for neutral buff. Fighting back a little bit of this lead. Frozen Fighters might be finding their way back into this game.
I told you it was going to happen here, John. It's going to be a sneaky attack, you know. But the second they're online, they're going to come hard, young man.
That was the second Thoth ult we've seen connected to Multiverse.
He's really good at math. That's the problem here. He's actually too good. And I've been in that position before, you know.
Have you?
Like, remember that cab ult that I tracked? You know, it's like sometimes you're just too good.
Oh my god. Uller actually finds a cheeky axe as he finds the kill. Unfortunately, just not enough damage to finish the pick onto this Hachi, who didn't have beads for 6 seconds.
I can feel the anger in my young man right there. He just cannot believe that plate got away.
Kuzenbo trying to pick up a potential Johnson. He's here alone and able to secure it and walk away. Taylor's rooting for the traditional comp, Frozen Fighters. This traditional.
There's no rooting about it, young man. We stand with our teammates until the end of time. Okay, that's how a dog with loyalty would do it. All right.
Hachi forced to beat. Thothal hits another dimension once again, and a big pick here for Almost Fortitude. Actually, Atlas able to get a big blink, forces Uller on beads, and gets pushed into a double. A big fight. Already breaking down. Almost Fortitude has 2 picks, 30 seconds to work with. This Thoth forced to do it all alone. Atlas dashes in. This is the damage there. Thoth forced to double relic under Bird. Kuzmo gets a nice little ult. Bird goes down. Thoth gets pulled. And a full deicide. 10 seconds to work with. Almost Fortitude looking for an end. Taylor's panicking, chat. He's panicking. Bacchus up in 3. The call for an end. Does Amatude have the damage?
Wait, no. Wait, don't end here. Don't end here.
They're going for it.
And if you're weird.
And Frozen Fighters securing game number 1 in a GG.
This is not canon. Listen to me right here. This is not a canon scripted event. This is who is MMB Shocks, bro? They haven't been practicing with him, bro. That's what this has to be, bro. That is all that, bro. Give them next game, bro. Bet all your points on them. They're actually gonna, they're gonna destroy this fucking universe with the amount of power they're gonna bring to the fucking battlefield next round.
Fraud 1. Oh, that's weird. Immediately locked in.
I mean, his CC from a range, it can be a viable tactic. Fab duels, you know, it can catch somebody off guard. That's basically a cab ult from like, you know, a 2. It's OP, honest, if you really think about it.
Oh, wow. Who put in all that kind of pointage? The points almost dead even on who's going to win game number 2. Okay.
No, you can add more points after you only add the 10. I've done that, Mage. I've done it.
Prediction about to close. Game number 2. Almost Fortitude up 1-0. Can they close out the set, or will the Frozen Fighters find their way back in for a potential reverse sweep? And we already know who Taylor 1 is voting for.
I actually put points on Immortals here, but, you know, I'm not biased or whatever.
Oh, 90 points on Immortals. Okay. I'll never be on the same side as Fab Duel.
It's a straight W opinion right there.
Thor doing a little dance. Mr. Pitbull Worldwide. Right, is it?
I think so, dude. The woohoo go crazy. You want to hear it?
No, I do not want to. Oh, wait, you're going to say it? Are you going to do it? Let's see it.
I cancel that, young man. You said no.
No.
No, see, I'm like a no hesitation, no cap out kind of guy. So like, once you said no, it's like a full commit no. You know what I mean? We can't go back.
Gotcha.
This is a good start here from the Frozen Fighters. W team, by the way.
Well, a little adjustment in roster, a little adjustment in their P's and B's. Will it be enough for the Frozen Fighters? Game number 2, wave number 1. Nice little double pull. Do they have the damage? Frozen Fighters gotta be a little conscious. They're fighting into a full wave. Thor locks this Atlas off with the rail. Unfortunately, they don't have a ton of the damage to follow up. Atlas pulling Nuller in. They're still fighting that wave by Medusa. Trying to secure this purple buff for their team. 3 members strong from Frozen Fighters stepping in. The rail. There's the call out for the Atlas once again. Do they have the damage? Atlas stuck. Unfortunately, the 3 from the Uller not connecting. How does this post-fight look?
That went really well for the Frozen Fighters here. Yeah.
It did. They weren't able to secure purple. How we doing, Nugs? Atlas goes for a nice little blink into Medusa ult. They have the damage. They don't. Cthulhu, Atlas, Medusa, all three dropped, and Uller able to survive this dive. Ultimately, should result in red buff. So both neutrals going for Amma. This is game number 2. Again, for those that might not have recognized, I'm always going to be putting, do my very best to always put the record here at the top center.
I appreciate all the hard work you do for the BBC, John.
Hi, Mwek. Mwek.
Mwah.
Mwek. Mwek. Wait, what?
Disturbed?
No, I'm surprised how well you did that. Oh, no. Fafnir going for a jump in. You got to be real careful because all 3 members of Frozen Fighters have ult. Are they able to fight back? Blue buff stolen away. But a Fafnir ult used to secure it. It does recover a little bit here, but the lead, kind of minute. Most of the lead always going to be starting off with First Blood. The real question is who's going to be the one finding it. I think go ahead.
No, I just think it's gonna be Frozen Fighters, young man. I don't see any other way that they don't get the First Blood here. I mean, they have the Euler, the Thor, the Fafnir. You know.
I have to say a lot of that's going to have to come through this Runeforge, this first Diamond Spike. Ullr's not going to really feel like a character in the game until we hit that 2, if not 3 item spike. But this Runeforge proc from the Thor is going to be oh so substantial for the Frozen Fighters to find that winning fight. A nice little double rail with an Uller 3.
Ooh. Is there a plate in the cooking right here, young man?
There is no plate. Just a back off. I see a plate. Thor's going up in the air. There's a plate. Potential Thor ults under tower. Finds First Blood.
Oh, you can eat fresh?
You can
Frozen Fighters, young man.
Oh no. Good knockup immunity via the Thor. Was looking at the Medusa the whole time. The stun with the Thor hammer into the Uller 3 finds the second. Frozen Fighters fighting, dare I say, clawing their way back in, trying to force a game number 3.
No, it's gonna come naturally here, Blondie. I don't see where you're seeing the forcing. It's looking like extremely natural and easy, under the table type shit. No problem. They're coasting the breeze.
This will be big spikes for Frozen Fighters. Instead of finishing off Runeforge, actually going to a full Jotuns. Take a quick peek at leveling order. Excessive yapping. We do a lot of yapping. There's the fight. Fafnir jumps into ult. Do they have the damage? Cthulhu forced ult in return. Is the damage there to pick it? Medusa goes down. Cthulhu shortly to follow. Frozen Fighters looking dominant. Securing a double. Atlas going center and a potential bull.
Yeah, this isn't really looking like the Alma's Fortitude is gonna have a good game here.
It doesn't look
Playing
like
Cthulhu and
the
Atlas.
game number 1 that we saw. Atlas steps in. Does he get caught? Horn Shard popped. by this Thor, looking for potential pick yet again. Finds it. The staggering of the death timers could easily result in this T1 being secured before they back. I would have to say I think Pitbull's hands are now warmed up. It might have been the cold hands game 1.
I told you, young man.
It might have been. It might have been.
And you're playing, you know, two Guardians that have no jumps. You know that Thor wall, maximum potential.
Fafnir was looking for a nice little hammer to start off the fight. Runeforge now in hand for this Thor. These procs are going to be insane, but the Thor able to get on top of this Medusa and find the finishing blow. Faf going it all. Thor going to be falling with the CC. Is the damage there? Runeforge proc comes through. The damage more than enough to find a double. And I'm not going to have to say it. We all know it. Mr. Worldwide securing the double pick. 2 members down and a potential bird. An 8-minute rundown from Frozen Fighters. Revenge for game number 1. Medusa's got to be real careful stepping this far. Red and Johnson and an insane power spike. This is an 8 minutes 30 seconds game. To have 4,100 gold is a massive lead. Gonna be second relics long before we break into the double digits. Oh, no. Fabdul, you cannot change your mind, sir. You cannot change your mind. Can somebody go back and clip him saying Thor is a terrible picker? Can somebody go back and clip that? Yeah. We'll post that. It's fine. No. It's fine. It's fine, man. We got it. Don't you worry. We got it. Can't be changing your mind. He actually pinned it. Meat munching is crazy.
I don't think Fab Bills was really like looking into the future about it. You're facing an Atlas and a Cthulhu. What are they gonna do, young man? The
knock-up immunity makes them irrelevant. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The wall.
Thor's going up in a massive lead. Can he get on top? Able to turn the damage, but Medusa with the CC immunity. The double guard trying to pick this Thor. Might not have the damage to do so. Good knock-up immunity. Do they have enough? They do. They pick the Thor. However, the Cthulhu goes down. Now a 2v2. Medusa Atlas without ults. Faf jumping in. Unfortunately not able to connect hammered. But Bird secured 4 Frozen Fighters. There's a lot of calls for bans. It's crazy. Red is up. All 3 members from both teams are here. Faf, it's a nice little hammer. Forces the dash, but Thor doesn't quite yet have ult to chase this down. There was a Heavenly dropped from this Fafnir to look for a potential chase. Unfortunately, not able to find it. Looks like it'll be a call for back. We are starting to hit second relics for Amos Fortitude. They have to get one, if not duo picks for this Uller Thor on those dives. We have to get this Medusa some big CC immunity. She's got to be using those ults for the CC immunity against this Thor. And watching this positioning, because those extensions are going to be oh so pivotal for Amos Fortitude to be able to fight their way back into this game. The 2k damage comes from her just getting out range. She's constantly on the run. You're getting disarmed from this Fafnir, getting perma-stunned out. A little damage turned out. Can she find it in return? Instead, the Atlas Dash gets caught. Cthulhu and Alt trying to fight back as best he can. Thor is up. 2 members strong. They're looking for a pick on this Cthulhu, and they are. Medusa tries to dash in, but into a fire wave and a full 3-man up, looking for a potential end and forcing us to game number 3. Frozen Fighters with a decisive 12 minutes and 45-second win. Bring me my money. Wait, did you vote on yourself? Turn. But can they do that? Guess we'll have to stay tuned to find out.
Spoiler alert, they do.
I know, Willicks can do the knock up on their own. I'm very aware of it. But it's going to come from the consciousness and positioning of Amos Fortitude. But game number 3, everything on the line for both these teams. One more set after this in league play. Amos Fortitude trying to claw their way back to get a potential better seeding. And potentially, with winning this set out and the next one, going to the upper bracket. While Frozen Fighters trying to secure their place in the upper division tournament. I already know where Pitbull's got his money. I would have to say, this Frozen Fighters comp is looking juicy. I'm a little concerned already that we got no beads on these dinks. This level 5 with AMC Stinger is gonna blow some heads off.
What, I'm gonna DM you something real quick, Plenty.
DM me. Should I be concerned?
Never mind, Plenty.
Hold on. Did he not place hives? He's got hives up. Yo, man.
Damn. What skin is that, young man? Remember that conversation we're having about 5 minutes ago? That shit?
Shiva.
It, you know?
Able to get a nice little blink on the AMC, but a return engage from this Sobek Willix. And a wave pressure now for Frozen Fighters. Looking for a potential purple buff.
That's that AMC for you right there, young man. Free pressure.
They're holding corner instead of pulling purple. But Amos Fortitude not willing to step in to contest this. Uh-huh. It's both teams not actually going for backs in preparation for red, feeling confident and comfortable to stay for this next wave in preparation for this red buff.
But we do have 5 on Sobek and the AMC.
You do. Willix is caught with an axe. The pluck comes through. Willix just getting ultimate. But do they have the damage? Just like I had mentioned, that stinger does come through. And the AMC was able to step up and grab a stinger to lower that cooldown. Red pulled. And the Willix ult comes through. They pull the Shivas. The damage there. They grab the red. But can they find a first blood? Uller forced the beads to get away from the amount of CC that Frozen Fighters were putting up in red buff. So both neutral buffs going to the Frozen Fighters and beads off this Uller. This has to be a little scary. They're staying. Frozen Fighters able to steal away the blue buff from Alma's Fortitude. So all 3 buffs now. Uller pops Horn Shard. Jumps in, but unable to find blood. Putting Fabdul as a coach would be like him just getting in. Yeah, let me see your VOD. Ah, you're shit, man. And just leaves. I love how you yourself say accurate. There's no hope for you, little bro.
Yeah,
it's alright, I'll be your father. Oh no, the fact that you even know, that's crazy. Johnson spawning in. Alma's Fortitude trying to do their very best to secure it. Unfortunately, Sobek with the tail whip pushing Terra off. Looking for backs in all 3 to try to get first item spikes. And purple easily being secured by Frozen Fighters. All this neutral farm continues to swing toward Frozen Fighters. It's just a matter of where this first blood comes through. Can I give you a job? Bro, I don't make that much money, man. Oh, Sobek with the blink. Not able to connect, but the Willix with the knockup is. Stinger connects. Not enough damage, and Shiva walking out.
That is tragic.
Criminal.
Someone say criminal. Yeah.
Not about the community.
No.
But do they have the damage? Sobek has pluck. Does Terra get away? A beautiful axe from this Uller to buy Terra some space. Dude, I do not have that kind of benefits.
Bro, imagine needing a 401k.
Yeah.
Who's going to live that long?
100%.
Idiot. Get in there, young man.
Taylor,
Get in there.
all Taylor asked for was a window.
That's all I want, young man. And, you know, maybe
Willix might be the target to go for first blood. Unfortunately, Alma's Fortitude not able to find it. AMC feeling confident enough to step up solo. You make 9 figures. Okay, do you realize after this tournament I've put over 17,000 to the BBC? Do you really think I'm going to be putting benefits behind you guys?
John.
What?
We're watching the gameplay.
We are
here,
watching.
John.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, true. Yeah,
come on,
swag.
now.
Come on, stop giving me yapping.
Yeah, John. You swag.
Yeah, swag's fault for sure.
Sanchez.
For first items online, is there anything catching your attention or standing out? Outside of a possible the cloak pickup for the Shiva. Can we get health insurance? There's a copay apparently. Yeah, we've talked about
this.
this.
We have the BBC therapy if you'd like. Please DM me on Discord.
Yep.
I'll get you anything you need for shit.
Yeah, there is the BBC insurance. There's going to be a card emote that's put out, and the admins, i.e. the therapists, will definitely they'll handle that.
Yep. It's like a coaching session, but instead of mine, it's life. You know, I got you.
Where's the HR department?
I am also the HR department, so please just DM me for anything you need BBC related. I got you, bro. Taylor One is on it. You literally cannot fuck this up.
The Uller gets pulled back, forced to beads, gets stingered as well. Now, Our health insurance won't fix your broken arm. They'll break your other one.
I can fix your arm. That is a complete false statement made by Blondie. Come to my shed, in my backyard type shit, and I will get you fixed up.
Sobek looking for a potential pluck on this Uller who didn't have beads. And it is that adjustment that Nat is pointing out. There's both ADCs are going ability based. Uller jumps straight into the loving arms of a Willix who's waiting, but is the damage there at the final auto with the help of the Sobek ult. Horn Shard popped by Sobek. First blood. Can they find the second, or will Shiva find it onto this AMC? Forced to beads and walk away. Is the Willix going for a second? Pitbull looking to do a return on what he was able to accomplish in game number 2.
Well, you know, First Blood basically wins the game, so it's pretty much over type shit here. You can end the prediction if you want.
First Blood and red buff going to the Sawillix. And Johnson now being secured as well. I'm keeping an eye on the second relics, especially what the Sawillix going to pick up. I wonder if that's going to be beads. You know, I was about to say, Swag, the tech is actually not wording sigil, it's just you showing up in general versus Sanchez. You know?
There's no way you're talking smack on my boy like that, dude. He's just so tired. You need to understand.
Tired,
that,
thirsty, and hungry,
tired.
bro.
He wakes up tired, he goes to sleep tired, bro. There ain't just no... Stop, bro. That's my homie. He frags in CSGO. You want to see him,
They're
like,
looking for this Uller who still has beads down for 30 seconds. Frozen Fighters with this amount of CC. Can they find yet another pick and potentially shift toward a bull? 2 members shifting over level 12, being able to back for a second relic spike.
You just gotta redeem your points for that, Jesse. He will redeem or VOD review anything you want.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I've done
That's true.
That's pretty good.
It is a redeemable that we can watch back a VOD review of and potentially.
You know, I'll make a guest appearance there. Redeem those points right now, Jesse.
We'll have to watch it after the BBC set the weekend if that's really what people want. Sobek gets a nice little blink pluck. Unfortunately for him, Uller does have beads back up. Gotta stop gambling so much, Jesse. Nice little pluck into a Willix ult. Stinger comes through. Shiva forced ult away, but is the healing enough for him to survive? Able to get out fully. Can they find any return value for Amos Fortitude?
Dude, I just heard the music you're playing. You're putting me to sleep, dude.
Man, I'm enjoying it.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay, cool. Back to the game.
Is it not just like rage 24/7?
Is that your interpretation of me, young man, John?
No, that's. Oh, hold on. A blink
Hang
by the
on.
Willix, a nice little
Oh my
pull.
God.
The CC's there, followed up by a pluck, jumping right back into 2. Should easily be death. A nice little second kill, but the Shiva gets blink off. Does he have the damage to kill this AMC? Unfortunately for him, the Willix able to buy some separation and pull him right back under tower off a pluck. And a double for Pitbull once again.
You really got to watch out for that feather step, man. That ability is broken.
Where's the team listening? So I thought about that, Wagner. I would love to do those team listen-ins more so during the tournaments. The problem is typically spectate in Smite is on a 2-minute delay. So I can spectate and go in, but might not be
Wait.
current moment.
My hand's raised. Hang on, Blonde.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, question.
What about a post-game interview here with the Dale squad themselves, if they happen to pull this game through?
A post-game interview. I'm down with doing post-games for tournaments. This is a league set.
Oh. Are they not the same thing, Blondie?
No. The league sets
okay.
are giving them seeding going into the tournament, and the tournaments will be happening
All
where
right.
everything's on the
Okay.
line.
Criminal.
Yeah, I just kind of criminal.
I want to be the BBC interviewer, young man. I want to get them on that like right after the match while they're sweating and everything.
Oh, is that what you like? I think if that's
what?
true, we might be interviewing Jesse. What are you gonna ask him?
Ooh, Jesse, young man. How big's the cock? I see your plays on the Kamazats and the Simul Kong, and that shit is just fuck, man. Just remember getting smacked by that fucking cudgel, bro. I can't, bro.
Oh my
It
God.
hurts, young man. It hurts.
Frozen Fighters with a T1 stepping toward Bull to pull it. This Uller just getting beats back up. Will they be able to survive as Frozen Fighters? I'm sure more than happy to take the fight, but they're burning this quickly. They should be able to secure this. Bull secured. How does this post-fight look? Tara drops ult. She's trying to go for this full engage. Uller gets Awilix ulted, forced to run away. Awilix looking for that 1v1, forces a double relic. Now Uller has to find a way back out. Can he get out?
Ooh.
Is able to survive. Now the Awilix under Titan, getting scorched down. Sobek trying to go for a nice little block. The Terra drops a horrific, trying to buy his team some kind of separation. Is the 3 coming through? The Terra finding that damage and an overextension by Pitbull. But can they find a pick on this AMC? Now the Stinger coming through. Do they have the damage to kill this Uller who jumps into a wave? A 1-for-1. AMC just trying to path away. Does the Terra have the damage? And a beautiful pluck by Sobek to continue some of that separation. This Sobek is putting in an absurd amount of work for Frozen Fighters. Pulls the Shiva back into range for this AMC. The worst part is I'm trying to commentate and I'm looking at chat at the same time and it's not going well.
That's why I haven't heard a word you said to shit. The memes are way better than the gameplay.
Oh no.
AMC's about to
Tara
speed away like a race car here.
Doing her very best to close gap.
What is she supposed to do?
But
AMC's
the
gone. She's like the
movement
Flash.
speed on these
Sonic?
hives for the AMC
Mercury
just
who?
too much. Uller able to catch the axe on this Awilix, but not a ton of damage returned.
Yeah, AMC needs nerfed by the high-res people. He is just broken.
Listen, Hi-Res doesn't respond to me ever, so you got to
He
try to
doesn't
mess
even
with
use
yourself.
his feet, man.
How much? You already have VIP. How can you remove it and give us what? Just banning him.
He's also a moron, young man.
What is happening? Frozen Fighters looking for a convincing reverse sweep and a 2-1. Fighting back as best they can. Almost Fortitude. They have to get a pick on this AMC or this Awilix, and it has to come from the lockdown because clearly the movement speed from this AMC hives just too much for them to be able to close gap. I'm concerned with relics coming up for both of them, the AMC and the Uller. Who's going to find that pick? And with the amount of CC and setup this Awilix and Sobek are able to present, it continues to be this Frozen Fighter roster. Bull goes to Frozen Fighters, and Awilix was able to pull the beads off of this Uller over the wall. So the Sobek Blink is going to be oh so pivotal if he can find it. Instead, the Shiva's the one who goes for the Blink first. Going for this all-in, forces the Aegis away from this AMC, continuing this dive. Can he find this damage on the solo dive? The Awilix with the Blink, able to buy some separation. Now the Sobek blinking in.
Holy shit.
The recollapse backwards from the Sobek Willix to be able to help this AMC survive and find a pick. Potentially now looking for this Uller who doesn't have beads. Forced to Aegis early. The Sobek damage comes through. Can this Uller get out? Fighting into a fire wave. Unfortunately going down. 2 down for 20 plus seconds. Terra, the last one here with the fire wave. And
I'm scared.
Taylor 1 asking for a handheld.
Handheld? I want your hands to be held. This is not an optimal series of events you want to see here if you're almost Fortitude.
3 members knocking on the door, looking for the finish and find it. Frozen Fighters with a 2-1.
Oh, fuck. Dude, that was going so well and just until it wasn't type shit. Like, that Shiva actually caught the AMC, and that's respectable right there.
Oh, no.
I never thought I'd see it. How do you catch an AMC, dude? I need to write that down. Did he have blink or something? Sprint?
Yeah, something. Yeah, something.
Full movement build? Dude.
Dude.
So anyway, I'm still a clairvoyant or whatever, John.